All right, everybody, welcome to Nerds of a Certain Vintage. As always, I'm Patrick.
And I'm Andy.
And we are nerds who are here for our podcast proper for Sunday, September 1st. We're into September.
Fantastic.
It's cooler outside already. It's not cooler outside.
There's a bit of a breeze today.
All right, so, this is our podcast proper. And dealing with our
New system.
new system,
System that is new.
we're looking at lists. And since it's my month, I was thinking buddy films.
Cool.
All right?
You want to do that last month, and then I hijacked it.
Yeah, but that's all right. It's all right. Post-apocalyptic films,
It was a downer month, man.
it was a downer month, but it was also like the heat of August kind of aligned with the
My
dustiness.
My lawn that I'm so proud of is dying a painful death.
It's all right.
Looks all crispy and crunchy.
Get some water out there.
Yeah.
So I was trying to expand this beyond just buddy cop movies because there's buddy movies that are just like a couple of dudes hanging out. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like you got that whole list of things like Bill and Ted.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Like bromance
Dude, Where's
movies.
My Car?
Yeah.
Those kinds of movies.
Yeah, that's true.
And so I was trying not to just stick with this. The problem
And Deadpool and Wolverine, they're neither of them are cops.
Not in the
They're
strictest.
vigilantes.
They are, yes.
Yeah.
In the best
Brave
sense
and the
of
Bold,
that word.
not Brave and the Bold, World's Finest, Batman and Superman. Not cops.
Not cops.
Opposite of cops.
Yeah.
No, wait, that's villains.
Boy Scouts.
That's criminals. Criminals are the opposite of cops. Sorry. Got confused for a second.
Oh, it all depends on your definition.
Exactly.
That dude who Batman is breaking limbs on, he probably thinks that Batman's a pretty bad guy.
You might think he's the opposite of cops. Yeah. He might be like listening to this podcast going, totally agree, man. Totally.
He's just like, Batman sucks. That guy. That guy.
This still hurts when it rains.
Yeah. I don't think Batman's going to show up on any of these particular lists.
I should certainly hope not.
Mainly, I think, because none of the movies that he's been in have been buddy movies.
No. Not even Batman versus Superman, because there's that versus. Yeah.
Oh, by the way,
was it Batman versus Superman, or was it Batman Superman?
All right, so I'm going to run through here, and I'm going to set. I've pulled up a few different lists, and I want you to just choose the source that you want to go through. All right. So we have a Vulture article, the 25 best buddy cop movies.
Okay.
We have Cineworld, 14 classic buddy movies to lift your spirits.
Okay.
Rolling Stone, It Takes Two, top 25 best buddy comedies. Flick Chart, the top 100 buddy films of all time. AARP.com, AARP.org. This is the 15 best buddy comedies to watch right now. We have Screen Rant, 10 best buddy movies according to Reddit. And then we have IndieWire does not have any buddy movie lists. Unfortunately.
Let's see what Reddit has to say first.
Okay.
Just we'll run through it quickly and let's give it a thumbs up or a raspberry.
Okay, so this is 10 best buddy movies according to Reddit as conveyed by Screen Rant.
And I'm going to assume that this is the people talking on Reddit, right?
Yeah,
Isn't Reddit
It's a community forum.
Well, you're the guy who loves Reddit. I don't ever look on Reddit.
It's a community forum.
Okay, yeah.
Basically, you can go on there and you can ask, what are the top,
I want to hear what the people have to say.
Okay.
Not that the people aren't a bunch of... Never
Dummies?
mind.
Yeah. This came out
I was getting judgy. You know how I am.
Yeah. So this does not... This is a September 9th, 2022 article because Day Shift had come out on Netflix.
What is Day Shift?
That's that Jamie Foxx vampire movie.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Is that supposed to be a buddy show? I mean, it had Snoop Dogg in it, but...
Yeah. Here it says, many viewers have enjoyed the vampire hunting premise, but the best aspect
of
wait. Between Fox and Dave Franco.
Franco, yeah.
Javier
Franco was in it. Javier Franco was in it.
Yes. So I don't know if this is counting down from 10 to 1 or if it's just Piggly, whatever.
Okay.
All right, so Due Date, 2010.
Never heard of it.
Due Date might not be any critic's favorite movie, but it's easy to see why many audiences have enjoyed this film so much. With 2 entertaining performances from Robert Downey Jr. and Zach Galifianakis, the film follows their characters as they rush across the country to attend the birth of Downey Jr. character's son.
I think I'm out. Yeah.
Second on this, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. You ever see Kiss Kiss Bang Bang?
No, I've not seen Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, but that is...
Do you need a list?
That's going on the list.
Usually write these things down?
Sure.
So Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
This is another Robert Downey Jr. movie with Val Kilmer. They star as a thief and a private investigator, respectively.
Oh, I forgot to mention my one rule. No Robert Downey Jr. movies.
Oh, sorry. All right, well, let's skip off of that. Okay.
Yep.
How about this? Midnight Run.
Oh, Midnight Run is a classic.
Run.
Yep.
When was the last time you saw Midnight Run?
Oh my God, the 1940s, I think.
It was 1988 when it was released.
Yeah, that was about when I last saw it. Now, I think I saw it one other time in probably the 1990s, but I've not watched it since then. Yeah.
I probably have not seen this since the 80s.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's supposed to be fantastic. The guys from Blank Check talked about it and were glowing in their endorsement.
F those guys, then.
You can't F those guys.
No, I like those guys. Wasn't one of them, what's his name from The Tick?
Yes.
Yeah.
He was.
Arthur.
Yeah,
sorry.
Arthur from The Tick. Rush Hour.
Rush Hour is
a pretty good one.
Yeah, Rush Hour is fan. But
I don't think that fit. Like we got
a lot of these are going to be cop movies because
of course,
yeah.
But here's the thing: we have to kind of figure out like what's the rule for choosing our movie for the month,
right?
Because I would say it's either something we haven't seen in a long time or haven't seen at all.
Yeah. Yes.
Right.
No, I'm in agreement. Yep.
Well, so
change approved.
As good a movie as Rush Hour is, I'm like, yes, I would love to watch that again, but I don't think it's part of it. Like,
no, Midnight Run is number 1 on the list for now.
Right.
Or maybe Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, yeah.
If you can get past your whole no RDJ rule.
No. After watching the real Charlie Chaplin, RDJ can suck it.
Yeah. How about this? White Man Can't Jump.
You know what? I've never seen that. You know what else? I have no desire to see it. Yeah,
it's actually a pretty good movie.
I'm sure it is.
I remember going to see it, and when I bought the ticket, I mistakenly asked, "White men can't dance."
Well, that's the more appropriate stereotype.
And the black woman who was selling the tickets said, "Don't you mean white man can't jump?" I said, "They can't do either." So.
From my perspective, neither can be done.
She laughed and she sold me the ticket. And I've never seen her again.
That's fine. At least you got to laugh at her.
Yeah. Here's one. How about this? 1973 Scarecrow.
I've never even heard of that.
Yeah, well, here it is. This is from Screen Rant. Jerry Schatzberg's Scarecrow is one of the foundational movies of the road trip genre.
One of the best names ever.
Yeah, you got to say that quick. Like, Schatzberg.
Can you imagine a berg made of shats? I don't even know how it floats.
I think that's
cat. wait, it does float. Yeah.
Shat might be, in German, shat might be cat.
You think?
Do you think they're talking about shit?
No. Well, it's the past tense.
Yeah. He shat.
Yeah. If you do it more than once in the past,
all of us have shat.
Those are shats.
All of us have shat.
Oh, God, we got that straight.
But very few people seem to mention it when discussing the best of its kind.
Nope.
Starring Al Pacino and Gene Hackman as a sailor and an ex-convict, the film thrives thanks to the two actors' completely different personalities, which allows the story to navigate some really mature and philosophical ideas.
No.
Scarecrow is a surprisingly touching film, with Pacino and Hackman's characters treading very different paths in lives, but learning the same lesson as they travel across
You
America.
are not selling this, man.
Yeah.
I mean, that guy, whoever wrote that. Yeah. It just occurred to me that the Gene Wilder, Richard Pryor movies, those are all really great buddy flicks. Yeah.
See, if we had been making up our own lists, these are the things we would have missed.
We're gonna end up watching like Bob Hope and Bing Crosby travel movies.
No, we won't, because the next one, not if I
go home and tell your wife, and she'll be like, "Oh yeah, that's what we're watching."
Next one, according to Reddit, The Emperor's New Groove from 2000.
That's a really good flick. Yeah. It's not going to be our choice, but yeah.
Toy Story from 1995. Another good buddy movie, but not something we're going to watch.
Nope.
The Shawshank Redemption.
Oh, yes. Classic. I'm glad that's towards the top. I'm going to assume that this is going down towards the top of the list.
Yes, I would think so. Of course, it does have Toy Story above Scarecrow. So, who can tell?
Yeah, that could be a problem. I'm not sure that I agree with that choice.
Yeah. All right, Hot Fuzz.
Hot Fuzz is great.
Reddit can come up with some good ideas.
Well, that's why I wanted to hear what the people had to say.
Yeah.
The people tend to be a little bit better barometer than these. What is the term I'm looking for?
Jackasses?
Hippie, dippy bullshit artists. Yeah.
How about this one? 10 best. That was the 10 that they had. 10 best buddy action movies according to Rotten Tomatoes.
So Hot Fuzz was number one.
Hot Fuzz was number one on
You can't
that
tell
list.
if it was number one. But no, there's no way that it was number 10 and Kiss Kiss Bang Bang was number one. That's ridiculous.
The best that can be said is that it is either the number one on the list or there's no particular order to the list.
Yeah, because I would buy that. In the order that you gave it, I would buy that it was from the 10 to the 1. Yeah.
And only better than Shawshank Redemption because I don't think of Shawshank Redemption as a buddy movie. It's a fantastic... When you think about it, you're like, yeah, of course, they're buddies. Yeah.
Well, the relationship was a big part of that movie, but you're right. It was really about Andy Dufresne and his arc. Yeah. And all that he went through. And, and Morgan Freeman's character was really mostly there for like a grounding, influence and also sort of a narrator. Yeah. So, yeah. I'm with you. That
one of the best movies of all time, though.
I would agree.
Absolutely.
Yeah. From a fairly...
just slightly above Scarecrow. Just a little bit over Scarecrow.
That's right. Scarecrow, Shawshank, it's right there. Yeah. It was a short story. So, they made a lot out of that little story.
Absolutely.
Yeah, just like The Body and Stand By Me, yeah.
Why are the Stephen King movies that were made into serious... Like, the Stephen King short stories that were made into serious movies are fantastic. Yeah. The Stephen King movies that were made into,
one of the greatest horror writers of all time, his horror movies suck a balls. Yeah. They're not bad. I mean, they're not terrible.
All right, 10 best buddy action movies according to Rotten Tomatoes. 21 Jump Street has an 85% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Those were actually very entertaining movies.
Entertaining, but the best of all time?
It's how many of them are there on this list?
There's 10 on this list.
Oh, yeah, no.
Kiss Kiss Bang Bang has an 86%.
These guys can suck it.
We're going to end up watching Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
We were going to have to, because I want to see why these people think this is such a great flick.
Well, we can't make the choice based on that, because that led us down the path of a boy and his dog.
Well, I think that was
go into it being like, there's got to be something to this movie.
No, I'm going to take the hit on that. I chose a bad genre. I picked it. Well,
no, we would have been in better shape if we just sucked it up and paid
Samurai.
$6, or $3 to watch the movie.
That's wwhy I'm going to give myself a break. We had two choices before that one. We just didn't choose them because they weren't really readily available. Right. Yeah, but
right. All right, so Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. And then Unstoppable, a 2010 movie with Chris Pine and Denzel Washington.
Yeah, the train
conductors. Yeah.
I've seen that. It's okay. so far,
is it 87% okay?
Well, once again, it depends on the scale. I think they're not taking into consideration a lot of movies. We should look up what was the movie with Gene Wilder and Richard Pryor where they were in jail?
Stir Crazy?
Stir Crazy. Like those movies. If we look up those and we're like, well, what?
I'm going to look up Rotten Tomatoes.
See No Evil, Hear No Evil. I mean, these were fantastic movies.
Stir Crazy. And some of this might just be because if you've got the Rotten Tomato, the
Tomatomer,
how many people were actually doing reviews. Looking at Stir Crazy, the Tomatomer is 69%. Nice.
That's got some. You know what? I'm going to give the Tomatomer 2 fingers up.
2 thumbs up. Oh, I'm sorry. Those were wrong.
That's not what I meant.
All right. Next on this list, 87%, Ant-Man and the Wasp. 2018's Ant-Man and the Wasp. I'm not sure who's the buddies in those. Like, is it Ant-Man and the Wasp?
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. It's the Ant-Man and the Wasp. But they're like a love interest. I'm not sure it counts as buddies.
Yeah.
You know what? I would give the Tomatommer 3 fingers up if I had 3 fingers to give him up.
We can.
Yeah.
we can be additive.
Yeah.
91% Hot Fuzz.
Hot Fuzz. Okay.
Hot Fuzz is deserving of 91%.
Indeed.
Here's one. I'm not sure if you've ever seen this one. 91%, The Nice Guys.
Oh, I love The Nice Guys.
I love The Nice Guys, too. I think that...
now, I've seen them both, but which one is The Nice Guys? Who's in it?
That's Russell Crowe.
Yes,
and,
yeah. And Ryan Gosling, right.
Yes, the more serious
He broke his arm. Yeah. That was actually a really good mystery.
Absolutely, yeah. I wouldn't mind rewatching that.
The Other Guys is pretty good, too. That's the one,
Yeah, that's with Marky Mark and Will Ferrell.
Yeah, Will Ferrell with, like, the hottest wife of all time. And I know she's she's not much to look at, but it's so dumb.
Gator don't play.
So dumb.
he became a pimp in college. All right, 92%. Men in Black.
Men in Black is a great flick.
Good movie.
Yeah,
yes. Yeah. 93%. 48 Hours.
48 Hours is a classic. However, there are so many better ones than these that I'm just like...
Well, here's one that you may actually like. Mm-hmm. Hong Kong action epic. Can you imagine? 92% on the Tomatommer.
Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
No, that's not Buddy.
I know.
Hard Boiled.
Yeah, Hard Boiled, yes. I'm not sure that I've seen Hard Boiled. I've only heard about it so much.
Uh-huh.
But yeah.
It's got Chow Yun-fat and Tony Leung.
That's the one we're watching, man. We got to watch Hard Boiled.
Do we?
The Hard Boiled is supposed to be...
Let's play it out. Let's play this out a little bit.
There's no... Hard Boiled is a straight action picture.
Sure. Of course,
yeah. Who directed it? It's
John Woo.
John Woo.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, you have not... have you even seen a John Woo movie?
Of course I have.
The Replacement Killers?
John Woo did the third...
What did he do?
He did the third Mission Impossible.
Yeah. Okay. Dude, you need to watch the classic John Woo.
John Woo movies. I'm looking it up.
The Killer.
John Woo. Director. Let's see what he's done. Known for... all right, I have not seen any of those movies.
Yes, I know you haven't. Goodness. Yeah. You've only watched the Americanized John Woo movies.
I'm an American. Mission Impossible 2. I'm sorry, he did the second.
That is no excuse, man.
Come on, the greatest movie of all time. He did Face Off. He did Broken Arrow.
No, you need to watch some of these originals. I'm not going to say that that's what we're watching. We'll vote on it later, but still. Yeah. But still.
Well, some of these have got to be like, something has got to come up that, like, maybe something neither of us have watched. Like,
yeah. You know, no, I've never watched Hard Boiled.
You've never seen? No. Why are you so?
Because I have seen some John Woo movies.
So have I, obviously.
Come on, man.
I'm a John Woo aficionado.
I have seen some of the original John Woo movies. Back when he was making his bones.
I'm not quite sure what you mean by original. Because I imagine that some of these movies are quite original.
Well, Face Off is certainly original.
The last one on this particular list, and the highest rated, Midnight Run.
Midnight Run.
Yeah. All right, so where else do we want to go? Do we want to go to AARP?
Why not? Just to see. Let's see what the people our age have to say. Yeah,
all right, so on this particular list, 15 best buddy comedies to watch right now. So a different genre, buddy comedies. And it's going to start out with,
Midnight Run.
It's nerds of a certain vintage. It is AARP, after all. Some Like It Hot.
That's a great flick.
Yes. Billy Wilder's absolutely perfect caper took the genre to dizzying new heights. Jack Lemmon and Tony Curtis play Chicago musicians running from the mob.
And pretending to be women.
Yeah.
It is such a great flick.
Here we go.
Just for Jack Lemmon. Like he starts
dressed as women.
Well, it's not even that. He starts enjoying like that lifestyle so much. Like just the joy bubbles off of him.
Yeah.
I mean, Curtis is just using it as a means to try and pick up Marilyn Monroe, but
well,
Jack
why
Lemmon,
wouldn't you?
I'm not saying he's wrong, but it's
a little
creepy. It's a little cringe. Yeah.
Okay, so moving forward in time a little bit, 1968's The Odd Couple. This is a perfect
that's a great flick.
That's a buddy film.
Yeah.
Although I'm not quite sure I think of them as buddies.
Yeah, but this is the thing. You and I are probably more aware of the TV show.
Yes.
Yeah. Than the Walter Matthau, Jack Lemmon original, which I don't know that I've ever actually seen that. I would
guess that if you've seen the TV show,
I know the Tony Randall Klugman TV show. I've watched much of that. So I imagine it's the same. Sports writer versus persnickety, whatever. But, once again, Matthau and Lemmon were a team in multiple movies.
Back in the day when just normal-looking dudes could be leading men.
Grumpy old men, yeah.
Well, I'm sure that's going to be on this list.
In comedies, let's be fair.
Listen, Grumpy Old Men is going to be in this list somewhere. This is an AARP.
It should be. Indeed. These are our people.
Yes. 1982.
We picked Cocoon, except there were 3 friends.
Yeah, and one of us was a woman. 1982's 48 Hours.
Yes, once again, 48 Hours is classic flick, yeah.
All right. A lot of these are just, when you're getting to this and you're getting to the 15 best of anything, most of them are classics, including The Scarecrow.
The Great Scarecrow. Can't wait to go see that.
All right, next. Planes,
I do love Gene Hackman, so maybe... Planes, Trains,
and Automobiles.
Yeah.
That is a pretty good movie for a early fall intro.
You're going the wrong way. How do they know where we're going? This is so great.
Next on this list, Midnight Run. Midnight Run makes all these lists.
I thought they already said Midnight Run's on this list like 6 times.
No, this is the AARP list.
This Midnight Run is the one that's been on every single list.
It seems like they're moving forward in time. That's what it is.
Yep. Because 48 Hours has been on 2 of these lists. Yeah. And Midnight Run has been on all 3 of these lists, yeah.
Well, here is a new entry that deserves to be on these
Fantastic.
lists. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure.
Bill and Ted's Excellent, yeah.
If we decided to watch that, my daughter would blow a gasket, I'm sure.
Has she already seen it?
It's her favorite movie of all time.
I was going to say, what's interesting about that movie, although there are some others, in a lot of these movies, the buddy situation begins in the movie. Right. Like, they don't know each other. They meet and they become buddies through a series of misadventures.
These guys were buddies
they were buddies forever. But I was like, Some Like It Hot, same thing. They were buddies long before this all went on. On most of the rest of these, I don't see that happening. Yeah. Yeah. No, almost every other one they meet in the movie.
Well.
Yep.
Not this next one. Wayne's World.
Wayne's World. See, once again, you can't put Bill and Ted on there and not be Wayne's World. But yeah,
I would put Bill and Ted above Wayne's World, quite honestly. Except they're doing it chronologically. So Wayne's World came out in 92.
Yeah, well, Wayne's World, they were buddies forever too. Yeah.
But Bill and Ted is a better movie than Wayne's World is.
Yeah.
Here we go. 1992's White Men Can't Jump.
That's been on 2 lists too.
All right, 1994, Dumb and Dumber.
There you go.
I love that movie.
Yeah.
It came out. I don't know how well it stands up, but I remember laughing hysterically at that movie when it came out. 95, Bad Boys. So yeah, listen, we've gotten into a bit of a groove here where people are friends before the movie starts.
Yep.
And this is just a slice of their life.
Right.
97 Men in Black.
Yep. I agree with that one.
2004, Harold and Kumar Go to White Castle.
See, once again, these are kind of the ones you were talking about because these, they're
goofball buddies.
Dude, Where's Slackers. My Car? Yeah. Harold and Kumar.
I don't know if Dude, Where's My Car will be on this, but it should. I mean, it is a silly, goofy movie.
Yeah.
2007, Superbad. What's your history with Superbad?
I've seen it one time. It's a good flick, but yeah. Sometimes the Judd Apatow movies tilt into that awkward, embarrassing humor. And I'm not necessarily a fan, but yeah.
Not what I would expect from AARP.
Would you consider Superbad to be in the same vein as Harold and Kumar, Dumb and Dumber, Wayne's World, and Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure?
See, when I think of Superbad, I think of it more as an ensemble thing rather than a buddy movie.
No, I agree with you. Because they have the two of them.
Yeah,
but they also have McLovin in there. Yeah, kind of mixed in.
Yeah, I don't like it. It may be the kind of movie that is a buddy movie.
That's borderline. Superbad is borderline. Yep.
Yeah. 2011, Bridesmaid, our first female buddy movie.
Not a buddy movie. It's an ensemble too. An ensemble. There's 4 of them, right?
And it's kind of contentious at times.
Well, in all honesty, it's mostly about Kristen Wiig's character, almost exclusively. The other ones are side characters,
right?
Like the whole thing with her and the romance with her and the cop guy.
Yeah.
That's a whole...
Yeah, wasn't that the guy from the IT crowd?
I was the guy. I was just thinking about the IT crowd. I started laughing about stuff. When he's pretending to be the cripple at Gay the Musical. That was one of the best episodes of comedy that I've ever seen.
I still like Moss doing like a bartending.
So I'm going to cross out Bridesmaids. I don't think so. Superbad. I don't think so. What else? There was another one on here that we were like, I don't think that it's a buddy movie. No, I think that's it.
Yep.
The
final one on this and the most recent one is 8 years old. 2016's The Nice Guys.
The Nice Guys, yeah.
It's a fantastic movie. Listen, whatever movie we decide to watch, there's some, like, if you're listening to this or watching this, there's some movies on these lists that you should see.
If you have not seen them, these,
you should see some of these movies.
Some of them
Start with Scarecrow.
Some of them... Of course, the first one is the Al Pacino and Gene Hackman in Scarecrow.
Yeah,
it'll be the least enjoyable of the movies that you see, but it's worth watching since it was on the first list.
Right.
Oh, and Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. You don't want to miss out on Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
All right, how about this one? Cineworld, 14 classic buddy movies to lift your spirits. And this will be the last one, and then we'll have a discussion about which one we should watch. All right, so 14 classic buddy movies to lift your spirits. Number 1, Some Like It Hot.
Some Like It Hot. Once again.
Yeah.
They like the AARP crowd.
Yeah, this may be moving forward in time as well. But 1969's Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. I'm surprised this didn't show up on other movies.
Yeah.
Quite honestly.
I've actually never seen this all the way through.
Neither have I.
I've seen parts of it, yeah.
It's one of those movies that you feel like you've seen because you've seen...
Because you've heard Raindrops Keep Falling on My Head.
Yeah. You see the final scene where they're jumping off the cliff.
I have never seen the scene where they get... I think they just come running out of the building and that's where it ends. Like, you don't see them getting shot up. But I've heard that I heard Sam Peckinpah...
It's a Western, though, so...
I hear Sam Peckinpah does a lot of gore. Like, he does... Like, at the time, it was considered to be very gory. Like, a very bloody movie. Sure. And I don't know, because I've not seen any of those scenes.
Well, maybe this will be on the short list for what we're... Yeah, well, we'll see.
Yep.
Number 3, 1982's 48 Hours.
And what is this list for? What does it say?
This is 14 classic buddy movies to lift your spirits.
Butch Cassidy.
Such an uplifting movie.
Nothing lifts your spirits like Butch Cassidy. Yep.
And 48 Hours.
Yeah. That was at the time. That was one of the grittiest cop show movies that had come out. Yeah.
Here we go. 1987's Lethal Weapon.
Lethal Weapon.
Yeah, very uplifting to have a guy who's like so crazy about losing his wife that he's willing to kill himself and other people.
He's suicidal, and the mystery starts because somebody commits suicide. That's how they figure out something's going on.
So uplifting.
Yeah.
1988's Midnight Run. All right, another very uplifting movie, 1991's Thelma and Louise.
So uplifting. What is with these people? I think they're having us on, man.
This is cineworld.co.uk. So maybe the English
these guys are effing with us hard. I'm not arguing with the fact that these are great buddy movies,
but they're not uplifting.
There's nothing uplifting about these movies. Some Like It Hot is a little uplifting, I guess.
Yeah.
No, I can't. Midnight Run, maybe? I don't know. Isn't that a bail jumping?
Yeah.
I don't... No, this is the seamy side of life right here.
In that movie, he has like a broken relationship with his daughter and all this other stuff.
Yeah.
Jeez.
What are these people doing?
Well, in Thelma and Louise, at least she has sex with Brad Pitt. So maybe that's the uplifting
I
part
want
that
one of
they're
the
talking
brownies
about.
they're eating.
1995's Bad Boys. Bad Boys.
Bad Boys is a fun.
Yeah.
Who is shooting at them movie?
Who has shot them? Toy Story, 1995.
Who has fired their gun many times?
Yes.
Yeah. Toy Story.
Toy Story from 1995.
Uplifting, except for the kid across the street that burns all his toys.
No,
He's a horror show, man.
He was just experimenting. 97's Men in Black.
Men in Black. That is actually a ton of fun, yeah.
Number 10 on this, 2007's Hot Fuzz.
Hot Fuzz, baby.
Hot Fuzz. Like, man,
that was
Pegg and Nick Frost.
That
those
was
guys
in every
got it.
list but the last one, which is the ARP did not have Hot Fuzz.
No, because they don't understand what Hot Fuzz means.
Oh, they know what Hot Fuzz. Oh, wait, I thought you said Hot Fudge.
All right, here we go. Peanut butter milk stout nitro.
Yeah, buttermilk stout nitro. So good.
It is so good.
So good.
It's a hard pour too. All right, so next on this, number 11, Sherlock Holmes from 2009. This is the Guy Ritchie with RDJ.
Mm-hmm.
So
I don't know, man.
Again, I don't think of it as a buddy movie.
No,
like it is a mystery.
Their friendship is writ large, but I mean, you could say that about every Sherlock Holmes movie ever made.
Yeah.
I mean, you could go back to I can't remember the name of the
Hounds of the Baskerville.
Well, Hounds of the Baskerville is well known, but who was the guy that played him back then?
Rathbone.
Yeah, Basil Rathbone.
Yeah.
Basil Rathbone.
Basil. Rathbone.
Basil Rathbone. I don't want to get it wrong. What does Google say about pronunciation?
Oh, let's get a French guy.
Yeah, for you to say like the Guy Ritchie RDJ. For you to say the Guy Ritchie RDJ is the great Sherlock Holmes movie of all time for buddy movies. I mean, you know what? Yeah, I'm gonna give those guys 2 fingers up.
All right, here's number 2013. Our number 12 on this list. Mm-hmm. The Heat.
The Heat.
Come on, this is
and Michelle Melissa McCarthy. Yeah, that was a great flick.
A good movie. Yeah, pretty good movie.
I love Melissa McCarthy, man. She's fantastic.
Number 13 on this list, 2016's The Nice Guys.
The Nice Guys. They do love that one, though.
Yeah.
I don't know why nobody picks the other guys.
I don't know why either. Maybe because they don't really become buddies. But that's part of this. Like, some of these movies, 48 Hours, they're not buddies. Like,
they become buddies.
Yeah, but they become buddies the same way that the other guys become buddies.
Well, I'll tell you one of my that has not shown on this list, and I'm always surprised. Blazing Saddles.
Yes.
Great buddy.
Yeah.
Show. It's not politically correct by any stretch of the imagination, but. You know, and once again, none of the Gene Wilder, Richard Pryor movies. Yeah.
Number 14 on our list, 2019's Booksmart. You ever see Booksmart?
Is that the Melissa McCarthy one?
No.
What is that about?
This is the book. This is actually a really fun movie. It's about 2 girls in high school.
Okay.
Who have
I've not seen this.
Studied and done everything that they've done everything right.
And this is a movie?
Yeah.
There's a TV show that's about that where they decide to lose their virginity or something before college or something.
No, well, maybe. Oh, I mean, that's a trope.
Yeah.
Yeah, lose your virginity before college. Of course, that's the trope. Now, this was about these 2 girls have spent their entire high school career doing all of the academic stuff and avoiding all of the social stuff.
Right.
So that they can maximize their chances to get into the best colleges.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, at the end of the year, they do. They get into the best colleges. But they find out that all of their slacker friends have also got into the best colleges. And so they're like, what have we been doing for 4 years? We have tonight's our night where we go crazy.
Okay.
And so it's it's 2 nerdy girls going out and having a bonkers night. So it's fun.
That's worth me watching. I don't know if that's going to be the movie we watch.
No. I mean, I watched it. It's a good movie, but it's not
Okay, cool.
I would not be again, I like the idea of something that it's either been a long time since either of us.
I think we're too far. Too far down this list for this to show up, and I'm going to put a Dude, Where's My Car up here.
Yeah. And the Gene Wilder and,
those are the classics,
those movies
man.
Should be on here. Let me see. They're not John Woo movies or anything. Oh, I should have gone with the Vulture list. If you're willing to go through another list real quick.
I am.
All right, this is Vulture's top 25 greatest buddy cop movies ever.
I was going to say we should do a buddy cop list.
All right. 25, Tango and Cash. Come on, it's definitely a buddy movie.
It is. And we can finally see how short Sylvester Stallone is.
Right. Number 24.
If you watch the bottom of the screen in the shower scene. And the naked butt scene.
Yeah. All right, number 24 on this list? Running Scared.
Yes. See, that's the thing. The great, buddy cop movies.
Yeah, our buddy movies.
Yeah. And Running Scared was a lot of fun because, once again, it was they were partners when it started. Yeah. So it's a ton of fun.
Yeah. Billy Crystal as a badass?
Yep.
Come on.
Gregory Hines. Yep.
Number 23, The Last Boy Scout.
That one's where they meet in the movie. Right. And what is it? One of them's a football player, right? Isn't Damon Wayans a football player?
Is he?
Yep.
Maybe. I don't remember.
And Bruce Willis is a cop.
Right.
Yep.
Turner and Hooch?
Why not?
Tom Hanks and a dog?
And a dog,
sure.
Yeah, they're buddies.
Stakeout from 1987.
Stakeout is a great flick.
Richard Dreyfuss and Emilio Estevez?
Yeah.
Come on, yeah. Rosie O'Donnell is somehow sexy in that movie?
I don't think she is.
Weren't they supposed to be looking at a swingers place?
No, there was a gangster's girlfriend that they were staking out, and it was Maria Jan Como or something. I don't remember what her name was.
Another stakeout. That was the follow-up. That's where Rosie O'Donnell was.
Yeah, exactly.
They had to kick it up.
Yeah. No, the stakeout was great.
Bad Boys.
Bad Boys, absolutely.
Ooh. The Heat from 2013.
The Heat, as you say.
Rush Hour.
Rush Hour, fantastic.
All right, here's something from 2011. This has Don Cheadle, and who's in here? Brendan Gleeson. All right, I'm going to read this to you before I give you the title of this. The pleasures are modest but dependently consistent in this smart, low-key crime comedy in which a racist, small-town Irish cop is forced to work with a black FBI agent to hunt down some drug dealers. Don Cheadle, Brendan Gleeson.
Yeah, Heat of the Night. No, I'm just kidding.
Look who's coming to dinner.
Exactly. I know this, but I can't think of it.
It's called The Guard.
The Guard?
That's what it's called. No,
I don't know it. I thought I would know it, but I don't.
How about this? End of Watch?
End of Watch is a great flick. It's a cop flick.
Jake Gyllenhaal, Michael Pena.
Yeah. Great. It's a great flick. It's gritty, but it has Anna Kendrick in it as the girlfriend.
I know that. The Nice Guys.
The Nice Guys, again. Of course.
Listen, if there's a list that the other guys should be on, this is the list. It's crime buddy cop movies. Yeah. Hot Fuzz is number 14 on this list. The Rock is number 13 on this list. Is that a buddy cop movie?
It's a buddy movie, but I don't.
But neither of them are cops. Sean Connery is not a cop.
He's not a cop. And Nick Cage.
Nick Cage, not a cop.
Yeah. Yeah, somebody lost the thread there, but that's fine.
Well, they made it up with this 1992 Super Cop.
Super Cop.
Have you ever heard of it?
Yeah.
Jackie Michelle Yeoh?
Yep.
That might be one we should watch.
I would
Jackie
be down.
Chan and Michelle Yeoh?
Yeah. It's a fun flick. This was at the height of Jackie Chan's popularity. Yes. Super Cop.
Or we could watch number 11, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
Kiss Kiss Bang Bang Bang. You know, I almost feel like we have to.
I don't know if we have to. Number 10 on this list, The Other Guy.
The Other Guy's fantastic.
They showed up.
Thank God they finally showed up. That is such a great flick.
Yeah.
We know she's not much to look at. Shut up, man.
Where Sam Jackson and Dwayne Johnson are in there and they jump off the building. So stupid. 2006, Miami Vice.
I don't know, man. I never even watched that because it was such a,
Yeah, Colin Farrell and Jamie Foxx, I'm not sure.
Right, yeah.
21 Jump Street in 2012.
Yep.
Men in Black.
Of course.
48 Hours.
48 Hours.
Lethal Weapon.
Of course, that's a classic.
1949's Stray Dogs.
I don't know this.
Stray Dog. Probably about as close to the Big Bang of buddy cop movies, this Akira Kurosawa classic introduces every trope. The veteran teaming up with the rookie. The friction as they delve deeper and deeper into a case they don't understand. The showgirl they both are bewildered by, but vow to protect. You name it, Kurosawa got there first. Stray Dog thus feels both familiar and fresh to watch today. But Kurosawa's empathy and attention to detail sets it apart from so many films that would copy and draw inspiration from.
Kurosawa may have been the best director that ever existed.
Stray Dog,
I am not going to... I'm going to watch it, but I'm not going to make you watch it. There's no way.
1967's In the Heat of the Night.
Fantastic. Rod Steiger and Sidney Poitier.
Sidney Poitier. Unless you're French. Then he's Sidney Poitier.
No, not if he's French. If you're American, that's how you say it.
All right, number 1995. I'm not sure this is a buddy cop movie. All right. Seven?
No, it is absolutely
buddy cop movie.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh! Just because they're cops,
it's got all the tropes, man. Oh, it's because they don't really like each other, I guess.
No,
right?
It's just so gritty. Like
it is, yeah.
When I think of buddy cop movies, I'm thinking of a little bit of lightness to a movie.
Well, you're thinking of comedies, buddy cop comedies, but there's buddy cops movies that aren't comedic. Yeah.
Well, speaking of that, number one on this list, 1971's The French Connection.
Yeah, that's a great flick. But
some good stuff on this.
I just remember Gene Hackman's character. Who was the buddy?
According to this, we've got Gene Hackman and Roy Scheider.
Yeah, okay.
They're supposed to be the good guys.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was a gritty one, too.
All right.
I don't remember that movie as well as I should.
Look, we've gone through a bunch of damn lists.
Yeah.
You know, what's on your list that you're like, yes, here's potential. Here are the ones that are possible.
I'm watching Stray Dogs at some point. I will probably watch effing Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. Just because it showed up on every damn list and I've never seen it. The Guard I've never heard of. I don't know that I'm going to watch that either. So I'm doing two lists, the stuff that I need to watch. Because these are like Booksmart and In Bruges you've seen and I have not seen. So, all right. So here we go. Okay. Here are our choices.
Okay.
Super Cop.
Super Cop's high on the list.
Okay.
I'm willing to throw some cash at this. All right. I do not think that we need to find let's go deep down on our list just because it's free.
Okay.
All right. Let's pick a movie, and if I've got to throw $4 at it, I'll throw $4 at it.
So The Guard, what is that one again?
The Guard is let me see. IMDb. I remember The Guard.
Mm-hmm.
The Guard, Brendan Gleeson and Don
Cheadle.
Don Cheadle.
That's an In the Heat of the Night.
Yeah.
Right out.
Yeah.
Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
Kiss Kiss Bang Bang is pretty high on this list. It has been. I can't. Look, if you asked me to recall everything about it, I probably wouldn't be able to. But I have this vague recollection. That's the kind of movie I would have seen.
Okay.
Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. When did it come out? Kiss Kiss Bang Bang was 2005. So 2005, Patrick, what would 2000? I would have been coming back from England at that time.
Oh, so thirsty to have popcorn and watch movies.
Yeah.
Or were you sick of popcorn back then?
Oh, I gave up on popcorn in 89.
Wow.
90?
Man, you were like 12.
88 was the last time I had popcorn. Yeah. I was 16.
Damn, you're missing out, man. I wanted popcorn so bad today.
Kiss Kiss Bang Bang. I wouldn't mind watching it just because I can't remember anything about it. And it made it on so many of these lists.
You know, it would be fun to watch it just so I could watch RDJ and be like, what a douchebag, that guy. You know?
Yeah.
Stray Dogs.
Stray Dogs. Well, Stray Dogs is that 1939 movie, isn't it?
That's the Akira Kurosawa one. So it's
if we could find that,
that's an absolute classic. The Odd Couple, original, Matthew Lemon.
Kinda. I guess it depends on what we're looking for. Are we looking for action or are we looking for comedy? I'm kind of looking for action.
Yeah. Scarecrow.
No.
Solid no. Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid.
That's a maybe.
Maybe.
That's a maybe.
Solid maybe.
Neither of us have seen it all the way through, and it's one of those movies. I think we also have to think about, like, for the podcast, we have to have things to say about this movie as well. And, like, are we going to come in and be like, yeah, it kind of lives up to the hype. It's a pretty good movie.
So good.
Yeah. And done. You know?
Doink. Yeah.
That's the only reason to watch Scarecrow, is because we would probably beat the shit out of that movie.
That's probably so. Like, why was this even on the list?
Yeah.
It's not even a buddy cop.
One person was, like, clearly off.
There's 6 guys in it, and none of them are a hero. Hard Boiled.
No.
Oh, man.
Well, no. Hard Boiled is the
John Woo.
John Woo?
Super action.
All right, yeah. All right, I'll put that on there.
Okay. So, we're at Hard Boiled, Butch Cassidy, Scarecrow was a no.
Of these, I would go with the Jackie Chan and Michelle Yeoh.
Odd Couple was a no.
Hard Boiled first.
Stray Dogs. So we got Super Cop, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, Stray Dogs, Butch Cassidy, and Hard Boiled.
I would go with...
I feel like you're really wanting Super Cop.
I would go with Super Cop if I could.
That's your month.
It's between that or Kiss Kiss Bang Bang.
I'll watch Hard Boiled on my own, and then when we watch Super Cop and it's not as good, I'll be like, oh man, you totally fucked this up. So bad.
All right, so...
Maybe I'll watch Kiss Kiss Bang Bang too. Since you've seen it, you just don't remember it very well.
Let me see. Super Cop. Police Story 3, Super Cop. We could watch this on Pluto TV for free.
Uh-huh.
Although that's probably like got ads on it, I'm assuming.
I'm sure, probably so. Yeah.
Or I could throw $3.50 at it on Amazon Prime.
I'll give you a $1.75. Take my share. Take on my share.
What was the other one?
Hard Boiled.
Hard Boiled. All right. $1.99 on Amazon Prime.
Oh man, I could save some money and just throw $1 at you.
Yeah. You save 75. Venmo me.
Yeah. I could buy a soda at Walmart for that, man.
All right. Do you have you got a coin? Let's flip a coin. I don't have a coin. I got a bottle cap.
Bottle cap it is.
All right. Tops, of course. Bottoms. We're going... Bottom is hard boiled.
And no catch it and flip it. It's
just wherever it lands, right?
Yeah.
All right. So, Super Cop, hard boiled.
Okay.
Hard boiled it is.
I was not expecting that. I was like, the weight alone should be... You know what? In all honesty, the weight probably helped me with hard boiled. In all honesty. Probably would end up on the top.
All right, so hard boiled. Those of you out there... We got a John Woo movie.
That's right.
I'm hoping that it is bonkers, like some of John Woo's movies are.
All of John Woo's movies are pretty. I mean, look at the Americanized.
Am I going to have to read this movie? Let me ask that.
No. I'm sure there's a dub version.
Let me actually go into Amazon and just make sure of this.
Since our academic member is a weenie about reading things.
Hard boiled. All right. Let's see. Hard boiled. $1.99 to... There's a picture of him with a baby on here.
Huh. I wonder if this is a
whatever, Wolf
and Cub.
Wolf and Cub thing?
Yeah. I bet you it is.
A cop who loses his partner in a shootout with gun smugglers goes on a mission to catch them. In order to get closer to the leader of the ring, he joins forces with an undercover cop who's working as a gangster hitman. They use all means of excessive force to find them.
That just sounds so good.
Definitely sounds.
That's the best description of a movie I've ever heard.
All right, so we're on the boat
for Hard Boiled.
Yay!
Enjoy. Come back and see us next week, and we'll talk about it.
Lord. All right, so that's us wrapping this whole thing up. Let's make sure.
You know what? I'm just going to put this out here.
If we'd recorded this episode.
I'm going to put this out here. In the future, maybe we should look for the worst of the grouping to watch.
Yes, maybe.
We're torturing ourselves, but they're more fun to talk about.
Listen, we're at an hour and 20 minutes, but if you want, I can just really quickly see worst buddy movie. Let's see. No. I mean, he comes up with a movie called Bad Buddy.
That's a little too on the nose.
Yeah. Now we're gonna watch Super Cop or whatever we decide.
Hard boiled.
Yeah. Hard boiled.
Quit trying to change the rule at the end, man. You sneak.
Oh my god, nerds, wrap it up!
Alright, well, yeah, the dame has spoken, so we are on a glide path to Super Cop.
What were we talking about? I'm confused now.
Yeah, Bad Onions? Was it Bad Onions?
Bad Onions. One of the worst buddy movies ever, Bad Onions. Works for me.
Alright, yeah.
Wasn't that Shrek? Shrek? Buddy Cop? Buddy movie? Buddy movie? Yeah.
I can't wait. Hard boiled. Here we go.
That's right. You know what else has layers? Parfait. Everybody loves Parfait.
Yeah. All right. Hard boiled 1992's action crime film. Yeah. Here we go.
You're the one who wants bonkers action films.
Yeah. No. I'm playing it up. It's, aside from the fact that it's a Weinstein movie.
Oh, no. Maybe it's too rapey for us.
No, I don't think so. They'd had a baby on the poster.
Exactly.
All right, the dame spoke, so it is time for us to wrap it up. As always, I've been Booster Gold.
And I've been Andy. The doink.
You guys are weird.